Hey, this is Sports Radio 910's Gary Hess along with Gary Criswell, where tonight here at Cosby High School, the Titans defeated Clover Hill 17-7. This is our online extra, a little extra look at the post-game show and how things look going forward. And Coach Cosby was very impressive tonight.
It was a great team effort. It might be the best team effort we've seen this year. A team that's relatively devoid of stars. They've got some guys on the defensive side of the ball that's going to play at the next level, but they don't have the big name player. But tonight, led by C.J. Stansel on both sides of the football, offensively and defensively, but really, Gary, the biggest thing was the team element. The offensive line played great. The defense played great as a unit. The coaching staff from Cosby put together a great game plan, especially on the defensive side of the ball. And we talked about that with Coach Mustachio during the post-game show. And the special teams. You know, we said in one of the keys was Clover Hill not to lose the special teams. Well, Cosby won the special teams battle. The field position on the kickoffs, the punts. It was a game changer, and it allowed them to keep kind of Clover Hill bottled up a little bit, and they just did a great job of meeting their goals defensively. And you know, they wanted to control Brandon Caleb, but I think they were able to do that. He did have 215 yards or so of total offense, but for the most part, it was all Cosby today, and I think we agreed that the best team came off a field victory.
Moving Stansel to a kind of a middle position, having him spy on Caleb was a great game plan move.
I don't think it's any question that was a big part of it. That 3-5 defense, you know, it's designed to be kind of flexible. You know, they talk about the new amoeba defenses and things. This is the closest thing we've got to it in high school football, and it allowed the space that Clover Hill creates with their offense. It allowed it for Cosby to react to it, and they took good pursuit angles, and when they got there, they tackled like guys that had practiced tackling, and that was the other thing that we came away with today about their defensive effort.
Cosby is 7-1 going into a week off. Week off's going to be good for them after playing Byrd, Manchester, and Clover Hill back to back. But they got to win their last two and hope for the best points-wise.
Yeah, and we talked about it. I mean, I hate to put this on a team that's looking at a 9-1 season, but one of the things with remaining games against George Wythe and James River, some of the things they want to talk about is next year. You know, look at the depth. Look at some things you want to try maybe offensively. They you know, Coach Montasio talked about, you know, he saw some opportunities if they threw the ball tonight. Well, they didn't need to throw the ball. They kind of substituted a power running game with a little bit of misdirection, and they went back to the power running game. And by that time, the offensive line had taken its toll on the Clover Hill defense. And they broke a couple of nice plays, made some nice third down conversions, and that's what tied up the football for them and won the football game for them.
Clover Hill falls to 5-2. Coach Sean O'Hare is going to have his hands full keeping these kids focused now the last 3 games.
But, you know, they've got a bunch of good individual talent, and the guys, I think, will really respond to them. I think they'll do a great job. That program has a lot of pride, and this is a tough one to swallow, but they also have a statement game in Week 10 against Lloyd C. Byrd.
Okay, let's talk quick about next week. Central District Championship game, pretty much Meadowbrook and Thomasdale.
Yeah, we're looking forward to it. Meadowbrook and Thomasdale, two teams that have gone different directions. Meadowbrook got off to a great start against a good out-of-district schedule. Looked very, very good the first time we saw them live against Dinwiddie. Thomasdale, slow start against a really, really good schedule. They didn't look very good the week we had them, but you know what? Kevin Tucker's got them playing, and this is your shot. This is a shot to beat a ranked team, solidify their place in the top 10, get that Division 6 playoff berth, and it's going to be a great game. It's a playoff week next week.
Going to be a lot of fun. That's next Friday. We'll be on at 6:30, kickoff at 7, Meadowbrook and Thomasdale. And he's Gary Criswell. I'm Gary Hess, and that's your online post-game wrap-up on sportsradio910.com.